Hi everyone, Yasas Kikalosirtate to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. This is my favorite time of the year, especially when it comes to baking, and I've come up with so many different versions of apple pies or apple desserts, and this one you guys are going to love. I made it for my son's birthday as a birthday cake because every year he asks for something apple like pie-ish. So I put together in a 9 by 13 inch pan these apple pie bars, I guess you could call them. They have a shortbread cookie bottom as the crust, that delicious homemade apple pie filling that is the best filling you'll ever have in your whole entire life. And they have a shortbread cookie crumble. So the whole thing is easy to put together, so delicious, and it's perfect for this time of the year, for a special occasion, for your holiday table. Let's get started. So we're gonna start by making the shortbread, and it's a basic recipe that I've been using over and over again for many different desserts. I'm doubling my recipe this time because I need it for the crust and for the topping. So you're gonna need 1.5 pounds of unsalted butter. You wanna make sure that the butter is at room temperature and nice and soft. Then over here I have 1 cup of granulated sugar and 1 cup of powdered or confectioner sugar. 2-3 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. I forgot the stick of butter. Put that guy in there too. And about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're gonna begin on low speed, and then I'm gonna increase the speed to high so it creams really well and it's nice and fluffy. Should take about 2 minutes or so, 2 to 3 minutes. Always go in and scrape down the sides and the bottom of the bowl so that way if there's anything stuck down there, it'll incorporate evenly into the dough. And now at this point, we're gonna add the flour and a little bit of baking soda. So I started adding baking soda to my shortbread crusts because it just makes them so much softer. It still retains the classic shortbread texture where it's buttery and slightly crisp and just nice and dense, but it does make a huge difference. So I just started doing this. I have 6 cups of all-purpose flour and just a teaspoon of baking soda. I'm gonna whisk this all together. I should have used a bigger mixing bowl, but this should do. And then I'm gonna add it in a few batches to the butter mixture. And then I'm just gonna beat this on low speed until it comes together and a dough is formed. So I have a 5-quart mixing bowl, and it does hold this big batch. If you have a smaller mixer, just do this in 2 batches. And that's it. Now I'm just going to transfer it to my countertop over here just so I could give everything a final mix. There's some little bits on the bottom that didn't properly mix into the dough. Then we're going to put the whole thing together. All right, so now we need a 9 by 13 inch baking pan like I have here. I have a big sheet of parchment paper and I just crumble it up. You can also cut it so that way it could fit inside the pan properly, but no need for that. This is a big full sheet parchment. I'm just gonna put it in there. Crumbling it helps keep it in place, and then later on I'll just trim the excess off. What this is gonna do is it's gonna help you lift it out later on once it's done cooking. So I cut it into 2 pieces. And I'm just gonna press this out inside the pan. It's also gonna go up the sides of the pan. Try to get it as even as possible and keep some flour handy in case the dough starts to stick to your hands. You can take a little bit from the rest of the shortbread that's on the side, the other half, and just fill in the sides. You really wanna go up the side of the pan as much as possible so that way you can hold that filling once we pour it in. Now over here I have my homemade apple pie filling. I did a video on this last year and it is the best apple pie filling that you will ever have. The canned stuff is no substitute for this. Those apples are mushy and just not good. It just takes about 15 or 20 minutes to put the whole thing together, and it's super easy and worth all the effort that it takes to make it. I think the most labor intensive part of it is just peeling and slicing the apples. The rest, the whole thing comes together in like 10 minutes in the pan. Go ahead and add the apples to your pan as well. And then take the rest of the dough that you have and just pinch off pieces and just dollop them on top to create like a crumble topping. If you want to get really fancy, you could roll this out and cut it into little shapes like leaves or acorns, depending on what holiday you're making this for. You could do little snowmen or snowflakes. It's fall right now, so I would do little leaves if I really had the time, but you don't have to. This is also gonna look pretty, and it just takes hardly any effort, as you can see. And then just go ahead and take about a tablespoon or two of granulated sugar and sprinkle it on top. You could go ahead and trim off the excess paper from the sides. That's good. So my oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This is gonna bake for a while. It's gonna take about an hour and 20, 25 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. You're looking for beautiful color on top. Once the whole thing is golden brown, and I'm talking about the crust, the sides of the crust and the top, then it's ready. You wanna give it enough time so that way the bottom crust bakes and gets nice and crisp as well. The apple filling is gonna get nice and bubbly. Then you have to wait. Take it out of the oven and let it sit at room temperature until it cools down to room temperature, so that way you can take it out of the pan and cut it into serving pieces. Of course, you can skip the parchment step if you're going to serve it warm straight out of the pan, because that is delicious too with some ice cream or whipped cream. It just goes so good together. I'm going to leave it up to you, but I'll show you what it looks like as soon as it's done. So my apple pie took an hour and 30 minutes to bake. Keep an eye on it because all ovens definitely have different temperatures and they vary. So it might take you an hour and 20 minutes. You might have to go up to an hour and 40 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. The hardest thing is waiting for this thing to cool down. Now, I did take it out of the pan and to slice it, but the thing is, the filling is like a caramel sauce almost, and the longer it cools and the more it cools, the thicker it's gonna get. But right now it's still a little bit runny because it's warm. I'm telling you, it needs a lot of time to cool down, so you might not be able to get it into like bars right away if you're making it and serving it fresh. So if you wanted to hold its shape and serve it as bars, then I would let it cool completely, maybe make it in the morning if you're serving it in the evening. But my favorite way to serve this is slightly warm. When I made it, I didn't even bother. When I made it for my son's birthday, I didn't even bother with the parchment paper. I just did it straight in the pan, and I scooped it out and put it on plates with a scoop of ice cream on top, and everybody absolutely loved it. I'm gonna let you decide how you wanna serve it, but it's time for the taste test. The combination of the buttery shortbread crust with the apples that still hold their shape. These are not mushed up apples like you find in most apple pies. That sauce is so delicate and creamy, kind of like a caramel flavor to it. The crust is also so good. Nothing got soggy in here. I think you guys are gonna absolutely love this. The exact measurements are on the website, dimitrasdishes.com. If you wanna learn how to make the apple pie filling, click over here and watch this video, and I'll see you right over there. Yes,